doesn't have a name yet. I decided that I wanted to try making ASMR because I listen to it every night before I sleep, and I started noticing that random items that I would have would sound really nice in an ASMR video, and so I decided that I would try it out. And this microphone has a bit of a funny story behind it, and I will tell you about it while doing our first trigger for today. This is a notebook, I think it's a diary, that I bought at a stationery shop. I have not written in it. I actually have a different diary that I use every day, but I just thought that the texture of this was really interesting. It's got lots of little bumps all over it. But anyway, the story of this microphone is about maybe a year ago, maybe a bit more than a year ago, I was finishing up my university degree. I was doing a media degree, and for some reason I decided that I wanted to do voice acting, and I ended up spending way too much money to get a really good microphone, and I have a bit of this problem where I don't like entering at something and just doing what beginners do. Instead, I decided no, I'm not going to get a USB microphone because apparently the audio isn't as good or something, but which I know is not true. At least not for plebeian purposes. So I ended up buying this microphone that I'm using here, and it's not a USB microphone. It's one of the ones that connects with an XLR cable into an audio interface, and I did not need to do that. And I ended up using it a little bit while finishing up my degree because I was doing voiceovers for some videos, and then I didn't use it since. But then I just kept thinking, you know what, I think it would be really great for ASMR, and also so that I don't feel like I've wasted my money. I showed that to like a little kid now, they would just be like, what? No way, there's more than that. And I mean, I'm not even like a first gen Pokemon person. I can only imagine just how wild this would feel to someone who was around for the original 150. Because, you know, we went from 150 to probably over 1,050, which is so wild. I can't imagine what it would be like to like design Pokemon. Like, they're all so unique. Like, I mean, as my friend said, there's kind of like a Pikachu clone in every generation. And I see it, honestly. But I love all of them. We love the Pikachu clones. Pikachu clones. Clones. That actually is a really nice word. Clones. Pikachu clones. Also, special mention to one of my favorite ASM artists, ALB in Whisperland. Her favorite Pokemon is Lapras as well. And I thought that was a really wild coincidence because she was the person that really introduced me into ASMR through her channel. And when I was watching one of her videos, I think it was her What's in My Bag video from like a few years ago, and she says that she's got like a Lapras, it was like a plushie in her bag or on her bag because it's her favorite Pokemon, and I was just like, yes. I think it's just really fulfilling when one of your favorite, like, feels weird to say celebrities, like internet, like known people, like one of your favorite people likes the same stuff as you, because it's just like so validating. It's like, yes, Lapras is loved. Anyway, let's go on to the next trigger we have. I found this recently when I was looking through some old boxes to try and find some old books, and I found this game that I used to have as a kid that I honestly forgot that I had. It's the Hamsters Nintendo DS game. When did this come out? This was released in 2006. And I genuinely don't remember this, like, at all. It was funny, one of my friends recently reminded me of this game because I was talking to her about hamsters, and people who know me in real life would know that hamsters are one of my favorite animals. I love them a lot, and fun fact, well, not so fun fact, hamsters are actually illegal in my country, in Australia. And so when it was around the end of change colour. It's very cool. There's lots of pictures online. And they also get little eyebrows sometimes. It's really cute. And then there's the Campbell's dwarf, which looks really similar. And actually the Campbell's dwarf and the winter white are the only two hamsters that can breed together, because hamsters actually have species, not breeds. So they can't actually, like, you can't have like a dwarf Syrian, like that doesn't exist. And then there's the Chinese hamster. It looks a little more like a mouse, and it's got a bit of a longer tail, but compared to mice, the tail is quite short, so they're a little better at climbing. And they're really cute as well. They're really long. Like, I think they kind of remind me of like Australian possums a little bit, but like really small. And then lastly, there's the Roborovsky hamster, or the Robo as a lot of people call it. It's the teeniest hamster. It's like they're like this small. I've seen pictures and they just look even smaller than my palm. And they've got the iconic little old man eyebrows, and they're usually a bit of a sandy colour with some white, but they come in different colour variations. They're very cute. Apparently they're very hard to tame though, and that's because they've only been domesticated since, I think it was the 1980s or the 1990s, compared to the Syrian hamster, which was domesticated from, I think it was the 1800s or early 1900s. So comparatively, the Robos are very, very new at being pets, so we can't blame them. Alright, I need to stop talking about hamsters now. And we'll go on to the next one, which is a volume of the Death Note manga. I've been reading this recently, and this was actually the book, well, not this book, not this volume specifically, but I was looking for my copies of Death Note, which is how I found the Hamsters game. Because I actually started reading this series when I was like way too young. I think I was like 11 or something. I don't know. I should not have been reading this, but oh well. And I had the first 4 volumes of the Death Note Black edition, black edition. And basically the difference between the black edition and the regular editions is that the black editions have 2 volumes of the regular manga inside, so you would have to own less of these to complete the collection compared to if you were to buy the regular single volume editions. As you can see, it's quite thick as well. So this one is Black Edition Volume 5, which is the second last volume, and it contains volumes 9 and 10. So that would mean that this would be about volume 9, and then that would be about volume 10. And there's only 12 volumes in There's a skull on the spine of every volume, not version. And this one is volume 5, so it's got a 5 in Roman numerals on the side. I actually don't even remember how I found out about Death Note. I think it might have been my mum, because it doesn't make sense that I would find out about it myself, because I think on the surface level it doesn't sound like my kind of thing at all. At least not as like an late child to early teen. But finally, after over 10 years, I am close to finishing the series. I think book tapping is one of my favorite triggers. Just like tapping in general is very nice, but thank you, Carl. I don't even know if that came up on the mic, but there was a call. I think I'm going to understand the ASMR's hate of outside sounds like planes and cars, because like I think when I'm watching the videos I can't really tell. But when I'm recording, I'm like, I can just hear everything. I get it now. I understand GB ASMR's like hate of planes now. I get it. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, book tapping is really nice, I think, because it's a very low sound. I think I found I really like low sounds. Low sounds. I think that's why I really like short nail tapping. Because I think my nails are kind of in the middle. But I do really like when like Maddie Tingles does tapping. It sounds really nice because it's just very like low, if that makes sense. Now let's go on to the next trigger. I don't remember where I bought this. I think it was at like Daiso or something. But it's like a bread. Let's see if you can even hear it. such a hard decision.